Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today we're gonna stretch out our feet. So this video will be perfect for you if maybe you stand on your feet all day at work, or if you walk a lot or run or whatever. If you wanna stretch out your feet, let's get right into it. So we're gonna start with the sides of our ankles. So we're just gonna take that right foot and rest it on the top of our quad or our thigh of that left leg. And then from here, you're just going to try and slide that foot as high into that left hip crease as you can. And then gently encouraging that knee down towards the floor. So just bending that foot kind of sideways a little bit. This bottom leg here, it could straighten out long or it can stay in a cross-legged-ish position. But as you want a little bit more here, you can start to fold forward. Maybe that's too much. You could stay sitting up nice and tall. But again, we're just stretching the side of our ankle here, the side of our foot. So finding what feels good and then just taking a few breaths there. And you might notice that over time that this knee comes all the way down to the mat. And if so, then you just have to keep dropping the chest towards the mat. And again, just listening to your body here, moving in any way that feels good. You don't always have to stay still. And just take one more breath on this side. Nice, you guys. You can start to take that right foot off of your left leg and then switch sides. So bringing that left foot this time into that right hip crease as far as you can get it, and then thinking about dropping that left knee down. So if it's really high up, that's fine. Just be nice to your knee. If you're getting any knee pain, start to move that foot maybe down your leg a little bit, but trying to get that curve in the ankle where you're just feeling that stretch to the side of that foot. Again, one foot might be a little tighter than the other. Maybe they're both nice and tight, or maybe they're not. Just taking this as far as you need to. So if you need more, just add a really deep forward fold. And if you need less, just stay sitting up nice and tall. And just breathing softly here. Again, moving in any way that feels good for you. Just finding that nice stretch and then taking a few breaths. So let's take one more inhale on this side. And one more exhale. And start to come all the way back up. You can uncross your legs. We're going to come onto our hands and our knees next. So finding our tabletop position. So spread those fingers nice and wide. Bring your wrists right underneath your shoulders so you're really balanced. And then from here, we're going to extend that right leg behind us. Tuck your toes, place the ball of your foot onto the mat, and then just gently encourage your heel to the back wall. You can rock forwards and backwards here, or you can just be nice and still. But wherever gives you that best stretch, the back of your ankle, even up into that calf. And just take a few breaths here, gently pushing that knee to the back wall the whole time. And just staying for another breath on this side, and then you can start to slide that right knee back in and extend that left leg out behind. So tuck those toes, pushing the ball of the foot into the mat, and then sending that heel back as well, feeling that calf and that ankle. Maybe gently rocking forwards and backwards, or just finding stillness. Taking one more breath here. And then slowly bringing that left knee back into your tabletop. So I want to do the back of the ankle one more time. If that was enough of a stretch for you, you could do that variation again. But if you do want to take this further or try something new, you're going to bring that right foot up between your hands. So kind of like we're in a lunge, except I want you to let that knee come really far forward and that heel is going to lift off the mat. So you can rest your upper body on that front knee. The more body weight you put on your front knee, the more you're going to feel that stretch to the back of the ankle. So ideally your heel isn't actually touching the floor. So lift that heel up and then start to encourage it back down. But if you can drop it all the way down, send that knee further forward. I want your heel to be hovering above the mat. And now you should get a really deep stretch here through the back of that ankle, even up into that calf. So let's just take 3 more breaths on this side. You can rest your chest completely. And then nice and slowly you can start to take all that weight out of that front foot. Slide your right knee back in, and then let's send that left foot forward. So kind of like a lunge, except I want you to send that knee really far forward, past your toes, letting that heel lift all the way up, resting your chest on that front knee, and then just feeling that all through the back of the heel, or the back of the ankle, the calf. And just breathing softly wherever you're at. Feel what you feel. And take just 3 more breaths on this side. Awesome work, you guys. Start to send that weight all the way back. All the way back. Slide that left knee in. We're just going to take a second to sit on your heels, or you could stand on your knees, whatever is more comfy for you. Just noticing the sensations that you're feeling in the back of those ankles. And then we're going to move to the front of our feet, the top of our feet. So we're going to come back onto our hands and our knees again. And you're going to take that right foot and push the top of that foot into the mat. So you're going to lift your right knee in towards your chest. Maybe you're lifting it just a little ways off the mat. Maybe it's all the way up into your chest. But the top of that foot is pushing into the mat. You can lift your ankle all the way off of the mat if that works for you. But just finding that stretch the top of the foot. So move, find that stretch, find what works for you. And then just settle in for a few breaths. Nice. You guys start to drop that right knee back down, placing that into your tabletop, and then that left knee is going to lift up, and you're going to push the top of that left foot into the mat. I like to lift my ankle up, pushing almost my toes and just the bottom part of the top of my foot. Whatever you want to call that, where my toes meet my foot, into the mat, lifting my knee into the chest. Nice work, you guys. So start to drop that left knee back down. We are going to be sitting on our heels again to take that one a little bit further. If you want it, feel free to do that variation one more time. But again, we're getting into the top of our feet, the top of our ankles. So this time though, you're going to be sitting on your heels and you're going to start to lean back and then lift that right knee off the mat. So you're probably not going to be lifting your knee as high as you might have been last time, but as you want to take this one further, you just start to lean back. So take your hands behind you for support and just lift that right knee off the mat. feeling that through the top of that ankle. I feel that one a lot more. So you can start to bring that right knee down and then let that left knee come up. So just as far as you need to feel it. I find that leaning back actually takes me a lot further. Helps me lift that knee just a little bit more. I'm just relaxing into it, breathing softly. Awesome work, you guys. Let's start to bring our knees back down, come forward, take all of that weight out of your ankles. Might feel really good just to shake things out a little bit. Shake things out. And then we're going to go out with a bang here. So we're going to go into our toe squat. So I like to bring my knees together and actually my big toes together. But if you want to keep your feet apart, that's completely fine too. We're tucking all of our toes under though. So don't forget about that baby toe. If you need to actually grab onto your toes to tuck them under, go for it. And then you're just going to send those hips back towards the heel. So as you push those hips back, you should start to feel really, really awesome stretch through your toes. You may or may not actually like it. So you can keep some weight in your hands, or if you're able to actually sit on your heels, feel free to sit on your heels. Some people like to stand on their knees, so take on some of that weight off the heels, but just finding what works for you. And then resting your hands either on your thighs if you don't know what to do with your arms, but just relax your shoulders. Close your eyes here, you guys. I want you to start to show some teeth here, turning the corners of your lips up towards the ceiling. Breathing here, softening those shoulders, softening your jaw. Just telling yourself the sensations that you're feeling in those toes are lovely. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. Just relaxing as much as you can. Easier said than done. Nice work, you guys. So start to come forward, place those hands back down, untuck those toes very gently, and then lightly tap them on the mat. Just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So when you're feeling good, those toes stop talking to you. You can cross your ankles, have a seat one last time. That is it. That is all. Enjoy the rest of your day, you guys, and until we meet again, namaste.